Hi, I'm Jake Owens, and I'm here to give you an overview of the Micro Scholars and the Micro Mentor or Micro Hero program. The big concept is that as you look at some of the challenges that our young people are facing, it seems like it's too big. There's an all or nothing kind of cutoff at the end of high school. So whether or not they're going to make it, whether they're going to be successful or not. Well, let's back that up and let's give them tools and support and mentorship that help them along the way in a systematic fashion that guarantees more success. Because a lot of these programs that I'm about to talk about, these incentives, they come from either parents or mentors that are very close to people. And so a lot of people don't have access to it. So let's imagine a system, right? So we have, our young person right here. And typically at the 12th grade mark is when they either make it or they don't. They either get their scholarship or they don't. And they get the dream scholarship, then they go to the college of their choice. If they don't, maybe they settle or they choose their backup plan and they go for some vocational job. And there's nothing wrong with those, but if that's not your dream, then let's help you reach your dream and figure what that is way back here. So let's say this is 8th grade, okay? And then obviously there's gonna be 9th grade, there's gonna be 10, there's gonna be 11, right? So let's not bring the problem out here, let's bring it back here and let's figure out what your goals are and what's it gonna take to get there. And let's give you the tools to set you up for success. So let's talk about the micro scholarship program. So typically out here, major companies like Ford, GE, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, you pick one, they give large payout scholarships for graduating seniors. But who's helping them with their SAT, ACT, and their GPA back here? So what if we take these large payout scholarships and we make them, let's say out here, this is the, we've got these large payout scholarships. Let's make them micro scholarships and micro incentives all along the way. And it doesn't have to be monetary. It could be an internship. It could be money for clothes, or it could be anything. But let's just break it up into every 6 weeks. So let's say a kid here, they start at a 2.0 and they want to be at a 4.0, right? Well, how do we help them get there? Well, first, instead of making it this big leap, let's break it up into smaller goals that we can track every 6 weeks. And when they're close or when they're further away, well, what exactly do they need? Let's add some study skills, like study smarts and incentives, like we're talking about right here, to help them push towards their goals. And at every increment, we give them some positive reinforcement called a micro scholarship. This also helps businesses build brand loyalty because they get to put their brand on the micro incentive and the scholarship and internship. It also helps them, if we do a Myers-Briggs out here, or we do, we figure out what someone's real talents and interests are, and we help them develop them over the course of 4, 5, 6 years. Well, then by the time they go to college, they're probably primed and looking at a particular job field, right? And we can help build human capital all along the way instead of at this mark, we're starting here and we're making incremental changes. But here's the big piece. So if you've got a young person who's doing goal setting at this point, well, now you start talking about life goals and people need mentors. Well, one of the big challenges for mentorship is people have to give so much of their time. They have to break it out of the schedule, say something like, big brothers, big sisters, and they're committed to one individual for 4 years. Well, sometimes, depending on where you are in life, you may need more than one mentor. So let's say we use a platform like Skype or FaceTime or Zoom or something where we can match up a young person who say they want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a professional athlete, or they want to be in the military, or they want to own their own business or what have you. And we have this person that spends 1 hour of time maybe 30 minutes to talk to this individual. We've already got, they've got like a Facebook style profile over here that says, I'm Johnny and I want to be a doctor when I grow up. And so, we'd have a doctor and give them an incentive or a tax write-off or a very big thank you to spend 30 minutes, maybe an hour, talking to little Johnny about how he can reach his goals and what it takes back here to get out to here to where he or she wants to be. So that's what we call the micro mentor. And so you put all these things together. And let's say, for example, over the course of these years, little Johnny goes from a 2.7 to a 3.7 and decides he doesn't want to be a doctor. Well, at this point, he or she has gained enough human capital to have a lot more options when they get to this point. Their worldview and their opportunities are so much broader, and you didn't just give them one-time mentoring here. You gave them mentoring and incentives all along the way to help them figure out who they want to be and how they want to get there. So we can put some more details into this program, but this is essentially what I'm calling the micro scholarship and the micro mentor plan to help young people go from here to where they really want to be in an environment that uses positive reinforcement and mentorship to get them there.